Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to another new episode, a new video of About Skateboarding. Now, if you're new here, my name is Sean, and I do videos here on just skateboarding in general, the whole world of skateboarding overall, and share my thoughts, opinions, feelings, and just emotions about the fun that it all is usually. So, in today's video, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be starting a new kind of trial by error kind of thing of I don't want to call it reacting because I don't like that word, but just reviewing and just having some fun with some old skateboarding videos that I love very, very much. So, and before I get into all that too, if you're new here, again, subscribe, like the video if you like them, all that fun stuff. And also, for everyone that's listening to this on Spotify and over on Apple Podcasts, I'm sorry in advance because this is all going to be video for the most part, not audio, that kind of thing. So if you're listening on this one, go over to YouTube instead and check it out there in full as well. But this is a fun one for me. This is one of my favorite all-time skateboarding videos. And I'm not going to be playing the entire video in full. That's like an hour long for this version, for this one. But I'm going to be basically pulling out the individual parts of these skate videos by skater essentially, and doing them individually one by one in chronological order overall. So again, this is one of my favorite skateboarding videos of all time. This is for the shoe brand back in the day called S, I believe is how you pronounce it. So ES shoes. The video is called Menikmati. And again, the skateboarding in this video is insane overall, and all these riders or the skaters, I should say, I'm going right. All the skaters in it are it's legendary in their own right from when this came out. The spots are legendary, so it's just a great video. Now, I did own this video back in the day on VHS. I forget when it actually came out, but I owned this on VHS, so it's gonna be grainy, but it's solid. It's solid, super rad skateboarding. So with that being said, all that out of the way. This is going to be the first one. This is for the skater Arto Saari, one of my favorites of all time, as well for this video part in general. So here we go. Now I will say this much: one of my favorite things about any skateboarding video ever is usually the intro, the outro, because there's usually a lot of lead up in them as far as showing bails or just things like this where it's like slow motion, like anger and just passion from the skater overall. And one of my favorite things about Arto as a skater is how freaking clean he is as a skater. I have no idea how many bails this video part took, probably a lot, but it's a super clean skating overall. And one thing you'll notice that was one of my favorite things overall about it too, just in general, is that how the majority of these skate spots that they go to are now like super legendary classic skateboarding spots. Some of them are just random spots, but a lot of the ones that are bigger tricks are like super legendary places too. And it's crazy because I think this is the opening part for this video overall, and what's crazy to me is how consistent Arto is as a skater, how everything is so cleanly landed. Because a lot of parts that because back in the day I watched like so many skateboarding parts just when I wasn't skating essentially, just because it amped me up and got me inspired to skate more and more and more. And a lot of skaters in their videos, like they maybe sometimes take so much energy out of them to land certain skate tricks. So sometimes it's like you can kind of see them like just take a landing as it is and just be done with it. But with Arto, like if you haven't noticed in this video part so far, but he is so clean on all his landings. Like everything is so smooth, and even if he's not like the most technical rider, everything looks perfect, which is hard to do in skating for a lot of this stuff. And I love the music. The music sets the tone for it as well. And it's crazy because a lot of the rad things for it too is how he pretty much rides up to everything with a trick and then does a bigger trick off of whatever it is too, which is super rad. It's insane how good it is. It's so clean. Oh. I've never seen him skate in a contest, like X Games, or not that he had to, but just I've always been curious with like skaters like this when they're so good and they can do such long grinds like this and just so clean up such clean tricks, how well they'd skate in a contest. Again, I never saw them in a contest back in the day. I don't know if you ever did. So a lot of skaters didn't, because they were more about just filming stuff and skating for contest. It's crazy because again, like on some of these tricks he's throwing down these like massive staircases, I would be so intimidated by. I was never a huge hardcore street skater. Like I was more into park skating just because I thought it was more, not more fun, but just more, it felt safer to me. But I was a very timid skater, honestly, most of the time. I was always afraid of falling and getting hurt way too much, and you're gonna fall and get hurt. It's just how it is. But it seems like he's got no fear, and mostly he's like just committing and going for it. And none of this is easy. Yeah, now we're going into the slow motion stuff, which is awesome. Like whoever edited this video did a great job, because they took everything, or like some of the bigger tricks, and slowed them down. Which back then, because there was no iPhones or anything like that, like kind of new technology back when this came out. So a lot of this slow motion stuff had to be filmed a whole different way, different cameras. It wasn't just a super simple app that did it, which is crazy. Got all these big gaps. And doing this slow motion really, like, it just shows you how technical and hard some of these tricks are. You get to slow them down and you almost appreciate them as much as they should be. It's crazy. Like, he's still a technical skater, overall. I'm more blown away with him by how clean his skating is. And I'll say that, repeatedly in a lot of parts, but he's one of the cleanest skaters I've ever seen. This is when he first came to California too, professionally at least. This is the big one. Big stick. Big round. Alright, everybody, so that was the Arto Saari section of the shoes video for Menikmati. And like I said before in the video itself, like, he's such a clean skater, he's super consistent. All his tricks look so easy, and again, these are the videos I would watch like in between skating sessions. Like when I would come home exhausted or hurt, whatever it might be, from skating, I would watch these just get re-inspired and reinvigorated to go back out and skate again. And nothing against newer videos these days that are out nowadays that are produced these days, but to me they are nothing of what this stuff was, again, because this style of skating, or I should say these video types from back in the early 2000s, to me is some of the best skateboarding ever made. And I'll be going through a ton of them. Again, I'm going to be doing all these in chronological order of the video parts. So the next one will be the next skater section in this video, kind of so on and so forth. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. It's a shorter one just because I just wanted to highlight the video itself and just the skating itself overall for the course skating. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. If you enjoyed this, because I'd love to know if you do or not. It's all kind of a trial thing for me to see if it works or not. But otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening as well, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.